At number 19, I've got UCLA. This is one um, that I've really been kind of watching, especially after last year. Uh, that was the best UCLA team that we've seen in a while. Even though only probably like 25 people went to the games out there, and so nobody saw it unless you saw it on TV. But UCLA was pretty decent last year, and I've got them going 8-4 this year out in the Pac-12. Um, you know, I just believe in Chip Kelly and what he's got going on out there. He's had his system going for a while. They've got some super talented guys. I'm going to go ahead and get their schedule put up on the screen here, but um, this team was a top 10 offense last year. Okay, and they have a new defensive coordinator. His name's Dan Lynn. He come in from the Ravens. Um, yeah, you lose DTR at quarterback. Ethan Garber was the backup last year, and I think that he'll probably start the year off. But Dante Moore is a 5-star that is flashing, and that's right. UCLA has a 5-star quarterback sitting there ready to rock, and I think he's really good. DTR, it took him a couple years to figure out the offense, but from what I hear and what I'm reading, I don't think it's going to take Dante Moore 2 years to figure this out. It sounds like they're going to have a hard time keeping him off the field, type of thing. So we'll have to see in the fall who's going to start. 3-4 games into the year. Dante Moore doesn't have a Caleb Williams arm, and I know that's, I guess, who does, right? But he's lacking a little bit of the arm strength. They brought in Colin Schlee for some depth, and as I spoke about earlier, that Kent State team, he was the quarterback for Kent State last year. Dude can sling the ball around, and he knows how to run an offense. So the offensive line is a little bit of a concern for me. You got your top 3 guys as far as snap counts. They're gone. So that does hurt. But I feel like they're going to be able to figure out how to plug and play there and get that offensive line working. Running back, you got Zach Charbonnet. He's gone, and you bring in Carson Steele from Ball State. And I have heard a ton about this guy, Carson Steele. He was a 4-star in the transfer portal. Who obviously went to Ball State. He went to a smaller school and is now making his way to UCLA. This guy's really good, and you're going to know Carson Steele's name by the end of the year. I've really got a feeling. And Harden is back from last year at running back also, and he'll play. You bring in some transfers at tight end, but that's really they're not going to be going to the tight ends a lot in this offense. So you're looking for blocking guys, and typically you can find some tight ends to block. Defensive line, everybody is back. It was a bad defense. It wasn't a good defense, but everybody is back. Linebacker, everybody is back. You lost one secondary player to the NFL in Mo Osling, and you bring in a guy from Bowling Green there. So not like a ton of attrition. And the guy from Bowling Green was a 4-star transfer. So, excuse me, I think that, honestly, I think the defense should be better. I think the offense should be similar, and therefore I think that it could be a pretty good year. Now, the schedule, you start off Coastal Carolina at San Diego State, North Carolina Central, and then on week 4, you go to Utah. So first 3 games of the year, easy win, 3-0. Utah, it's at Utah. That's going to be a tough game as far as in the trenches goes. I think Utah is definitely going to be better in the trenches, but I believe in this offense, and I don't think Utah's winning the Pac-12 again this year. So then you got Washington State, at Oregon State, at Stanford, Colorado, at Arizona, Arizona State, at USC, and then Cal. If you really look at this schedule, this is probably the easiest Pac-12 schedule there is. I mean, you can't There's no Washington on here. There's no Oregon on here. Um, I mean, yeah, you get USC at USC, but it's at the end of the year, and that was a great game last year. That came down to the last second last year, and I expect it to be the same way again this year because I don't see USC, especially at that point in the year, having a strong defense. So I think it's pretty interesting. UCLA is a fun team to look at. I feel like, and I think that they're going to be a fun team to watch this year, and one of my kind of dark horses to kind of topple some things in the Pac-12